Jesus Christ is the head of his church. Jesus is the head, and he has not handed it over to anybody, and he will not hand over to anybody. It is his church that he purchased with his own blood. And you find that in Acts of the Apostles chapter 20 and verse 22. His church that he purchased with his own blood. He is the head of that church. And you find that in Colossians chapter 1 and verse 18. There it is clear that Jesus is the head of his church. And every believer is a member of that church. Jesus is the head of his church. He is the leader of his church. He leads by his Spirit, which he has given to the believers, and then he appoints overseers to the various places where the church gather, whether it is in the house of someone or in a building somewhere. Jesus appoints overseers over his church. And it is important for you to know that Jesus does not have any assistant, and his church does not have two heads. All the people you see in the leadership of various church denominations are not representatives of Jesus. Jesus did not appoint a representative in his church. What Jesus appointed is overseers. So, the people who are at the helm of affair or the helm of affairs in our churches, the church denominations, they are not representative of Jesus. This will shock some of us. No, they are not representatives of Jesus. You represent someone who is absent. You act in place of that person. You don't represent someone who is present. And tonight, we are saying that Jesus is present in his church, even though we don't see him with our eyes. But he is there by his Spirit.